What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Star Ocean, the Divine Force. In the last episode, Marielle joined the party. And I hope you guys like Energy Burst because I'm going to be using this a lot. That was like my favorite skill in Star Ocean 3. So, yeah, I'm going to be using that a lot. I'm glad to have her in the party. I like characters who use guns. Alright, but yeah, let's advance the storyline here. Talk to Raymond here.
Ray,
What's up?
it would seem that we are nearing the end.
Yeah.
Ray, if I may, what is your home planet like?
I guess it's a normal planet.
I know not what you consider normal.
It's just normal. What can I say? Hey, Leticia. Tell me, what's the Kingdom of Osirius like?
It is beautiful, vast, and normal.
Yep. For most people, normal is wonderful.
Oh, why must you tease me so, Ray?
I'm sorry for teasing you. To be perfectly honest, my mind is just focused on preparing for what needs to be done tomorrow.
I pray tomorrow brings us victory.
You said it.
I suppose I should get some rest.
Alright. We have to head inside. Okay, we gotta head to the castle. Alright. Get some rest and then tomorrow we'll head out. I don't know where we're headed, but I guess we'll see. And put Marielle in the party. Can't wait to use her. I gotta go down there, dang it.
So exquisite.
Alright, right over here.
Is there aught left I can do? We should rest while we can. Have you completed your preparations, everyone?
Yep.
The Royal Army and Fulga unit have already reached the plains south of Baldaar. We must make haste. Everyone, do remain alert. We now move to make our way through Baldaar.
Okay, but let's put her in the party. Can we not? How do I do that? Forget how to add them to the party. Oh, change party. There we go. I was wondering, like, what the heck? We'll take out Raymond. Raymond does too much damage. His damage is like insane. I'm gonna bring her in instead. We all have a gainful glove, Ernest. Gainful. Yep, we all have gainful gloves. Okay, good. You already know I'm switching to her. Don't even have to ask. I'm always gonna be switching to her. She's gonna be using her for the rest of the game, actually. So yeah.
Initiate emergency protocols. Destroy. Use threat. Usefulness. Destroy.
You will know pain.
Usefulness. Low. Item obtained. Destroy.
Could be useful down the road.
Threat neutralized.
It's a little slow. But still love it.
Ready to fight, everyone. You have
Threat detected ahead.
How'd that miss? What the heck? Wow.
You are now
Started the battle and
safe.
they immediately got destroyed.
Prepare yourselves for battle. Prepare to engage hostiles. Shoot. Should have seen it coming.
Threat neutralized.
Okay. These enemies are too weak though. I need stronger enemies. Yeah, she's already my favorite character. Since I saw Energy Burst, I was like, yes.
Put down this rat.
Items
Like they dropped
obtained.
something.
Destroy.
Got it.
Stay down.
Oh, insanely long range too. Yeah, we're headed to the Baldaar Citadel.
Initiate emergency protocols.
Do not bother getting up.
Alright. Next. Usefulness.
Live to
Low.
fight another day.
Yeah, since we have all of our characters have increased drop rate, we pretty much have the max amount
We
of.
must ensure we are prepared.
Threat neutralized. Destroy.
You can also do this too, just shoot.
Glad you made strong.
Threat neutralized.
Oh, she can shoot in midair too. That's cool.
Destroy. Usefulness. Low.
It's kind of cool. Can I do energy burst in midair? Should have tried it. I'll try it next battle. I don't think it'll be very effective, but we'll give it a try. Try to see if I can do it in midair. Gotta find another enemy though first. Do my points.
Are we sure we can take this?
Where's the enemies at? Come on. We need one more battle. Okay, here we go.
They don't look like friendlies. Keep cool. Being a hero in the family.
Neutralized.
They were food to try.
Destroy.
Nope, you can't do it in midair.
Threat neutralized.
It's over.
Not with my promise
It's over.
left unfulfilled.
Alright, let's go back to the Citadel now. Or back heading towards the Citadel, should I say. Alright. Into the Citadel.
It eases my heart to know we once again are free to make our way here.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to set my alarm. Okay. You're in the Baldaar Citadel. We gotta head to the other region.
How exquisite.
Get some Duma points here.
How exquisite.
Duma points over here. Kind of cool how you can go on top of buildings. You can't really do that in a whole lot of games.
How exquisite.
Hey, look, it's a giant turd. How exquisite.
How exquisite.
What the hell? Oh, I guess we gotta go in there. It shows we gotta go that way. How do we get past this gate? The fuck? No, let me talk to the character over here. Talk to Albert.
Albert, I have a question for you.
Where he
Yes,
belongs.
Your Highness.
I would like to know your thoughts when I decided to accept Prince Gerard's marriage proposal.
Heavens! This is quite the sudden inquiry.
Have I asked something unbecoming? You see, I had not consulted with you when I made the decision, no? Hence I ask.
Please, Your Highness, I am but your attendant. Wherefore I shall abide by your decision, no matter whom you should decide to wed.
I feel like he is missing the intent of the question I posed forward.
Highness?
Okay, I see. So, you would comply with any decision I make?
Yes, by all means.
Well, then, what if I were to...
Highness?
Nay, pay me no mind. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate all your support.
Oh, certainly.
Oh, you'd like to play a game of a soul?
She's gonna be easy. Yeah, sure. I'll challenge her. It's
I shall
time.
give you no quarter.
Duel. Trying to think of who I want to throw out here. Okay, we'll just summon this person. Boom. Doing some heavy damage here, guys. I'm about to create a big combo here. Ridley's pretty good. I summoned her and dealt 240 203 damage. I think it reduced my MP. Watch this though. I'm gonna summon Sias, or Sias, right here in the middle. He gains attack equal to how many adjacent characters. What? It didn't work. Oh, did I summon the wrong one? I think I summoned the wrong character. Huh. I don't know. We're doing 500 damage. $741 damage. One more round and it's over.
And thus I triumph.
Victory!
It seems I am the victor.
You're incredible. I usually win so easily against
Card
the boys,
Victor.
even though I don't understand it.
I guess we'll go in here. It says we have to go to the region though.
How rude.
Anybody even here to talk to? Oh, duh.
This city and its people will require much time before the scars this war has left on them might heal. I hope we might at last bring the war to an end and cause them no further pain and suffering. To think that the introduction of the Fulga
Raider's
would lead to
intent.
such dramatic results.
They were absolutely overwhelming. Attacking from such a high position out of reach from the opposition, a simple tactic yet so formidable.
A victory of your long dedication.
No, this is a victory of everyone's dedication. Well, in truth, I did not want to engage her in that kind of maiden battle.
Mr. Midas, I am sorry.
I totally agree. But even so, the Fulga's capabilities were put on full display. When this war is finally over, it should be a cinch to find other uses for it besides fighting.
I see it only as the trigger of further conflict.
Well then, before that happens, you need to set everyone straight. The Fulga is a dream machine that symbolizes peace. That it'd be damn idiotic to use it for war. Am I right?
Are you presenting me with a challenge now?
As the inventor, I have faith that you can pull it off.
You've got some neck to talk with such ambition. Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ray. How exquisite. How exquisite. How exquisite. exquisite.
Alright, let's see. Let me turn down the volume. There we go. Alright, let's talk to the rest of the characters around here. We have a side quest over here too.
By my life, I swear no harm shall befall you, Your Highness. By my life.
Travelers, are you? Got a favor to ask, if you don't mind. I need a letter delivered to Larset Village. It's for an old mentor of mine. It's not for me, though. Say you received it from Corporal Sartis.
The Corporal's farewell. Soldier who survived Baldaar Citadel. Deliver a letter to a wife in Larset Village. Send it as a message from Corporal Sartis. Okay.
No matter what, don't say you got it from me. I want you to just hand it to his wife, okay?
Okay.
No matter what.
Alright. Let's go talk to the rest of the party members and then we'll head over and do that then.
There's nothing left to be done. What a dull existence. There must be some way to pass the time.
Good day, Lady Malkia.
Your timing is impeccable. I happen to have a favor I must ask.
Oh, yes, of course, if it is within my power.
Could you tell me a good story?
Pardon?
You did hear me. Come, tell me something stimulating.
It feels like I'm being asked to do something rather challenging. In that case...
Tell a favorite horror story. Tell a joke from the Royal City.
Here is a joke that is quite in vogue within the Royal City. A patient was visiting an iatromancer and spoke to him as such. Doctor, this is my first time being treated with iatromancy. Will I be okay? Don't worry, he replies. This is also my first time. And that is the joke. Lady Malkia?
I never thought you would actually tell a joke.
But isn't that what you asked of me, Lady Malkia?
Yes, of course. Apologies. I had heard it common for persons of great culture to know many jokes and funny tales. If the princess can make a clever joke at a moment's notice, the kingdom's future is secure.
Oh, you do exaggerate. That was but one simple joke.
Alright, let's go into this shop,
Pardon us.
see. Is there anything in these? Like, what is this place anyway? I don't even think I even know what these places are. Like, what are the point of these areas? If you guys know, let me know. Because I could never even talk to the merchant. So I don't know what it's all about. Let's go in here and see if they have a new thing available.
Got some new stuff?
Oh, they do. You can buy physical stimulants here. And mental stimulants as well. Same weapons as the other shop. No new armor available. No new accessories. You can buy Orchalcum here. Orchalcum's always good in like all the like Square Enix games.
Come again anytime. Well, that was indeed fruitful.
Alright, we'll talk to Marielle for the first time.
I cannot stand by and let these Virians break any more of our laws. I will stop them myself if I have to. I cannot...
Bunny! Jump at the bunny! Sorry, guys. I got too excited to see the bunny.
I assume you two have been acquainted for some time.
Yes, you could say that.
And she's always been insufferable.
Oh, insufferable
Like every woman.
am I? I certainly won't stand for that.
What?
I must ask you, Princess Leticia. Objectively speaking, how does our insufferable relationship appear to you? I suggest you answer truthfully.
Oh, well, maybe.
Sweethearts.
I believe you appear to be quite close, as if you were sweethearts.
Do you hear that, Midas? We look like sweethearts. And how is that insufferable?
What would such a sheltered child know of such things?
She merely told it as she sees it, if I were to venture a guess. Yes?
Yes.
Trust me, do not do that in real life. That is a bad idea. Do not get involved in relationships. Like, other people's relationships is what I mean. Like, don't get in the middle of it. Because guess what happens when you get to the middle of it?
How exquisite.
They start defending themselves. They start defending each other, and then you're the bad guy for just stepping in. I'm not kidding. You think I'm bullshitting? Try it and find out. They make you the bad guy. So yes, people in relationships are insufferable. Like, that's why, like, people in relationships don't go, like, they don't visit friends or anything like that. It's very rare that they even, like, do that kind of stuff. And they're not good to be around either. You don't want to live with people in a relationship. So let's say you're living with someone and they have a relationship. You don't have a relationship with anybody. It's very bad to live in that situation because you're like a third wheel. You basically don't exist, and it's just them two. In their eyes, anyway. You know. Obviously, you do exist, and you do matter, but to them, you don't. You're just there. You know. I've lived in that situation before, and it's not good.
Whoa there. Sorry, but I can...
So, just a word of advice for you.
By my life.
Don't get in the middle of arguments between couples, and it's best not to live with a couple. Trust me. I've done both. I've gotten in the middle of relationships in the past because they were like arguing and I felt like I should say something. It didn't end well for me. I've also lived with my cousin who was in a relationship with his wife, and his wife wanted me gone, and so it created a rift between me and my cousin, all because of his wife, you know. Like, obviously he wasn't gonna kick me out, but his wife wanted me out, so obviously I had no say in the situation.
There is no time left to waste. We must make for Vale the moment preparations are in order.
I have a score of my own. I hope to settle with the Empire. I have a...
That meal at the
Cooking
end
with
was
Nina.
super tasty. I wonder how they made it. Oh, I wish I asked them for the recipe.
What's up,
Nina, by any chance, do you cook?
Yep. Back in Delric, I was the one making the food. And I even made enough so we could deliver to all of our sick patients.
You cooked for the patients as well. That must have taken quite the effort.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was hard enough with just 2 or 3 patients, but when there were more than 10, it was such a hectic rush. But thanks to that, I've now got some skills in the kitchen.
Well, I certainly would like to sample your cooking one day, Nina.
Gee, I'm sure it's nothing that you'd find tasty, Leticia.
Do not be so sure. If possible, would you please cook for me sometime?
Yes, of course I will. How about you, Leticia? Have you ever cooked something before?
I've cooked before, but
Only once as a child. However, it was an utter failure. I burned very rare ingredients just so terribly. Although I do desire the skill to prepare a dish properly.
Well, in that case, why not make something with me?
Oh, with you, Nina? Wouldn't I be a bother to you?
Not one bit. It just so happens I'm also an ace cooking teacher. And cooking is more fun when it's done together.
If you don't mind, I would love to. I can hardly wait.
Yay! Pinky promise!
okay. Let's see. We talked to Elena. Let's talk to her again. Make sure she doesn't have anything.
I cannot.
Alright. We'll go talk to everybody again just to make sure. Well, we already talked to Albert. Elena doesn't have one either.
I have a...
So, let's go up and talk to them up there again. Make sure they don't have anything new. And then we'll advance. I can't believe I went to the side and couldn't get through, and I thought I was supposed to go the other way, but hey, you just go through here, duh. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, guys.
Don't worry about me. I knew what I was getting into when I decided to be here for this battle. Whatever happens, I'm ready to face it. Don't worry, whatever happens.
Alright, let's go and nab these Virians. There's a lot of intel we're looking to get out of them. Alright.
Okay. Oh, someone back this way. Oops. I'm just talking to them again to make sure they don't have anything new.
This is it. Our grand finale. And my one-way ticket to personal freedom. This...
Okay. We got one more. I'll talk to the person up there. I'm just gonna go around. Yeah, I see an item up there. On that roof.
So exquisite.
Pile of dookie on the ground. Exquisite.
Seriously.
There's a side quest there too.
This is no time to stand idle. Our goal lies just ahead. This is...
Alright, we'll set the side quest here.
I heard adventurers know a lot about medicine. So if you ever find one, I'll buy it from you.
I want to be disliked. Acquire a drug that can make anyone despise you and deliver it to the woman in Baldaar. Pheromone Enhancer.
There's this guy who is seriously obsessed with me. I'm flattered, but come on. I don't need to lose my independent edge on him. There's this guy who is serious.
Alright, so we can't complete that one yet. We need to get one of those pheromone enhancers. Those were in other Star Ocean games too. How do I open the... Let me save it real quick. It's been a while since I saved. How do I open the world map? How do I open the world map? Oh, there we go. Okay, we have to go to that one village, remember? Let's go to our set village. We gotta deliver a letter, apparently.
The world we come from, for gold, stands somewhat in defiance of the Federation. Never to the point of confrontation like this, however.
The Federation, and I count myself among those responsible, have done a grave disservice to your world, and I am truly sorry.
We may be in the middle.
Anything new here? Doesn't look like it.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
Our army is deployed to southern Baldaar as we speak. We had best move to join them.
Even after seeing the prototypes, I never imagined we might get the Fulga flight.
So, the Federation officers are after Duma, are they? I don't suppose they might feel like explaining why.
Built different though she may be, Elena is both a living being and a friend. A strong and noble one at that. We are fortunate to have her.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
So exquisite.
I'm terrified, to be quite honest. But seeing everyone else working so hard helps me press on.
Good, good. Grand champion. So that dude's probably the best solo player. Maybe one day, guys. Maybe one day we'll be grand champions. And we'll drop the whole clan. We'll lay the ass down for a 3-second tan. Where's this person supposed to give the letter to?
Things sure have been harder. Off to ply their trade in this. Say, you're a traveler, yes? If you happen, let them know they're always welcome. That's as good a reason as any to.
You are stronger than I gave you credit for.
Hey, Theo's here.
Standing here now, eager and entirely. I only wish it would not because of myself and this kingdom that you were forced to be this way. You are I only.
He's not in the party, is he? What is he here for? Weird.
Thank you so.
You want to face off?
Sure, I'll play you. Going down, bro.
Let the battle of wits begin.
One more MP, that's nice. Goodbye. Nice. Boom, 600 damage too. Get wrecked. I'm just gonna go ahead and do flame charge because I keep reducing my MP anyway. Oh, Silas decreases attack. He doesn't... I didn't know that. He increases attack. I was doing that way wrong. Yeah, we won.
And thus I triumph.
And thus I triumph.
It seems I am the victor.
Let's see what we get for beating that person. I don't know if I ever fought that person or not.
That was actually my first match.
Nope, I already did. I already fought that guy. If you've already fought him once, you don't get anything but money.
My husband. In that case, don't worry too much about it.
Okay, the soldier's wife.
Somehow, I understand. I suppose we truly
I didn't mean to skip
are
through her
linked to our
dialogue,
precious
sorry.
Family members after all. Somehow, I understand. I suppose we truly are linked to our precious family members after all.
So I guess we go back now, or? Or did I already get the reward? Okay, yeah, we did. Let's return to... Ah, gotta get used to the controls. Go to Baldaar again. Or turn to the soldier. Oh, not this place, dang it. Why is the door all messed up? Is that like a glitch, or is that supposed to be like that? I guess the door just got destroyed earlier when this place got attacked. Anyway, let's go back to the soldier, and then I'll probably end the video after talking to the soldier.
This city and its people will require much time before the scars this war has left on them might heal. I hope we might at last bring the war to an end and cause them no further pain and suffering.
Oh, he's over this way.
You delivered it, huh?
Glad to be of assistance.
Oh, we get a lot of full for that.
A letter? She replied to me? Surely not. Heavens. Oh no. She already heard that the corporal had been killed in action. I guess the lie was doomed to fail. Even if it had my best intentions behind. Perhaps my white lie wasn't for her, but I guess perhaps my...
There we got a lot of money for that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. In the next episode, we'll advance the storyline. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.